Okay, so this is an advice to all of you. If your specific person has told you, or whoever you're manifesting, if that person has told you not to talk to this person, to give space to this person, the main thing which you should do is not cross that boundary. So, boundaries are usually kept with those people where you have this clear thing that you don't want this person to be out of your life, but you are trying to keep them, but in a way that is comfortable to both you and this person. So maybe due to some past incidents or whatever has happened in your old story, you might have disappointed this person, and that's why they have put a boundary to you. So what happens is, when you cross that boundary and you try to do things on your own, or to fix things on your own at that point of time, what happens is you might feel that you are in control, but it is actually the opposite. You're not in control. In fact, things are going even beyond your control when you try to fix things on your own willpower, or on your own set of actions, which are actually not helping. And so this is what I also have experienced. So in the past, I tried to fix things, I tried to do it on my own power, but at the end I got this result that it's not actually helping. It's in fact, it is making things worse. So what happened is, I had to really learn to let go of trying to control things, trying to control the person, trying to make it work at that timeline, make it work in the way I wanted it to be. I knew that things were going to be alright, I knew that things will be good in the end, but I had to let go of trying to control him, trying to control the situation the way I thought that could be best possible. Because you know what, there's a saying also in Bible that there's always a better way. So when you're trying to do things, for example, suppose you're trying to make a building and you're a builder, you gather all these stones and cement, you try to make it, and something happens, a big tragedy or something happens, and then the whole building collapses. And what happens is, the worst thing is that you feel hurt because you tried to make it, you tried to build it. But there again comes a time where, in a miraculous way, in a way that you've never even imagined, and that time you yourself are the builder, but the plan was not your plan, it was God's plan, or the infinite intelligence's plan. And that's how when things work. So I would say that if you have done everything you could and you still couldn't make it work, it's not about this person actually. It's about any particular something which you are trying to build. Maybe you are a YouTuber and you don't get views, or you don't get anything it could be. So first of all, I would say that rather than focusing on the outcome, you try to build your concepts. Okay, so for example, if you are someone like, here I'm talking about a relationship dynamic. Okay, so what happens is that I always had this dynamic that I was someone who was not chosen in a relationship, and that goes back down to my childhood, when one of my parents didn't choose the family, didn't choose us, and that's how I had this feeling unconsciously that I'm someone who's not worth choosing. And then I saw those patterns in wherever I wanted to be romantically involved. And when the second time this happened with my specific person, that like he came back, everything was going so good, and all of a sudden he just breaks up with me. Okay, and I don't know how to term it. Maybe it's not a breakup, or maybe it's just a bad day which led to bad outcomes, because I don't know, like labeling things, and we don't do that in the manifestation community, or even in a spiritual community. We don't label things. It's just that the circumstance led that. So in the second time, when I went through it, I came to this realization that it's not about this person. It's about, he might have triggered something inside of me, but it's not about this person. It's about my own concepts. No matter if the world can choose me, but I would still feel that I'm not being chosen. And that goes down to my subconscious blocks inside. And that is what is hampering, that was what was hampering my manifestation with this person. So you need to build on that. So if you are someone who is trying to chase success, or maybe you are a YouTuber, or you may be a business person, and you're not getting enough leads or whatever it is, you first need to be in that aligned state. And I know it's easier said than done. I totally agree with that, because it's easy for me to tell you that follow these steps, but you need to be the one who need to embrace that. So that's what I'm trying to say. See, when things go beyond your control, you need to understand that it's not in your control to control everything. What you can do is to control yourself, is to calm your mind, is to keep your body fit, because nothing is more important than your sleep, than your own self-worth. So what I can do is I can control myself, and I can only pray and manifest. And when the divine time arrives, things will be good. It goes down for someone searching a job. It goes down for someone trying to manifest relationship with this person. It goes down for someone who's waiting to be married for years. It goes down to someone who's wanting to be pregnant. It goes down to anything you want. The manifestation works in the same way, whether you are manifesting a baby, whether you're manifesting a relationship or a marriage or a job, whatever it is. It works the same way. Or you could also be someone who is trying to give professional exams, and again and again you keep failing in that professional exam. You go down to your subconscious level and ask yourself, what is it which is triggering me so much? You need to understand yourself. So when I started asking this question, so I started asking my panic attacks, my anxiety attacks, like what was it which was hampering my peace of mind. I could get this answer that I felt that I'm not chosen. So you first need to go down, work on that block, and come back. And stop complaining. Stop looking into 3D. Stop looking into someone's profile, what they are doing, which post they are liking, who they are liking, which photos they are liking. Please stop it. It's toxic. Because I've seen people who are complaining the same thing. I checked this person's social media and I started stalking because I wanted to know something about it, and what they end up with. You don't end up anything about that person's life. In fact, because maybe you are blocked, or maybe you are unfollowed, or maybe you guys don't even follow each other. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to get out of it? It's only going to hurt you. I'm not trying to put any kind of limiting belief into this, but what I'm trying to say is, stop checking on this person. You don't need to go and check whether your affirmations are working for this person or not, or this particular area. If you're doing that, then you're not putting on faith. You have to put 100% faith. Faith is something which you have not seen or evidenced. You don't seek evidence to have faith. You have faith, then you see the evidence. And again and again I'm going to tell you, please stop seeking evidence from the 3D, because that is only going to make you spiral. These things are very general, but when we have to apply, we forget it. So that's all for today.